By the way, you know who's taking the jobs that are created? 107% of those jobs are taken by illegal aliens.
It's hard to believe so many people can just be swindled with words from a career con man, but here we are.
So many people that came out and they were like, look, what the whole reason that we joined this MAGA movement, the whole reason that we thought Trump being in office was a good thing is because it would mean more good jobs for Americans. And look, if you genuinely believed that, then I don't. You know what I mean? No, I'm not being a. I'm saying like if you genuinely believe that, then like that's bad. You know how.
And as comedian Josh Johnson tries to tell it, the fact MAGA is surprised that they were lied to is quite telling. But again, not at all surprising, because we warned y'all.
I know that you've said before that you've been sustained by the prayers of lots of Americans. I've seen pictures of people praying over you.
It's incredible, actually.
Her question is, she says, you've been faced with so much adversity and persecution for years. What's your relationship with God like, and how do you pray?
I think it's good. I do very well with the evangelicals. I love the evangelicals. And I have more people saying they pray for me. I can't even believe it. And they are so committed, and they're so believing. They say, sir, you're going to be okay. I pray for you every night. I mean, everybody, almost, I can't say everybody, but almost everybody that sees me, they say it. It's such a beautiful thing.
Keep this in mind, because Johnson is not only about to tell a hilarious story, but one that involves religion, politics, MAGA, and the man himself, of course, Donald Trump.
But one thing that happens in my mind, what I think of when I think of MAGA, is a story from when I was just getting out of high school. It might have even been my first year of college. So I would leave college, I'd come back home, work a shift, and then spend the weekend with my friends. Now, my second friend in the car is about to go away to seminary. We get to where we're going, and it's a strip club. And so my one buddy had decided that because our second friend was about to go be a priest, he should at least see, just to be sure. Just in case. And so then our buddy who took us, who was driving, buys my friend who's going to seminary lap dance. And so it's not just any lap dance, it's a lap dance in the private room. This dude walks out of the room like he had to do all the dancing. He walked out the room disheveled. And he goes up to our friend and he's like, do you have money for one more dance? You have money for one more dance? He walk out like, we get in the car, we're headed back. He's like, I don't know if I can go to seminary. I think Cherry loves me. I think I love her too. And so when I think about MAGA, it feels like they love this dude, and he thinks, oh, I have their love, I'm good. And they think we love him and he loves us. But he's just up there dancing.
Could not be more spot on. They really think he loves them, and they cannot see through it. He uses them for the same reasons a stripper uses their clientele. Money. The oddest thing, though, for keeping it real, is how awkward of a dancer this man is. He has trouble moving his hips, and it looks like he's JOing two people simultaneously. It's not necessarily enjoyable, if we're being blunt.
Don't get me wrong. He is good at dancing. He is. Like when you watch him dance, you're like, that was at least funny, or it was like, oh, it's so weird. But no matter what, no matter how he dances, everybody talks about it. You know?
A fair point, but then again, he's not some random guy on the street. He's the leader of an entire party that is purely fascist, and he's also the president-elect. It almost has to be talked about.
Tonight, an immigration cyber battle brewing among supporters of President-elect Donald Trump. Far-right activist Laura Loomer taking to X to slam Trump's new artificial intelligence advisor, Sriram Krishnan, for his past support of easing restrictions on skilled foreign workers coming to the U.S. Loomer launching a series of posts such as, "Our country was built by white Europeans, actually, not third-world invaders from India." Other MAGA figures like Steve Bannon joining in.
It's about taking American jobs and bringing over essential have become indentured servants at lower wages.
The controversy is over H-1B visas, a program that lets foreigners with highly coveted tech skills work in the U.S. for up to 6 years. A program applauded and defended by some of Mr. Trump's closest advisors, including Elon Musk, Vivek Ramaswamy, and others in the tech industry, which is heavily reliant on foreign skilled workers. Musk responding to the online barrage by saying, if you want your team to win the championship, you need to recruit top talent wherever they may be.
On that front.
And I think that with Vivek and with Elon, you know, they're real businessmen. And so they think about their business and how to improve it, how to make more money, how to make sure that they have people that aren't going to unionize, aren't going to stir up trouble or anything. And MAGA is genuinely in this place. You don't get to MAGA in a vacuum, you know?
Musk, Ramaswamy, and Trump understand how they can take advantage of these workers. Look no further than Elon's first days of owning Twitter as a starting point, if you wish. Lastly, and more importantly, from Johnson.
I would like to believe that empathy, compassion, and kindness are the way forward and will get us somewhere. I don't know if that's true. I want that to be true. I think if you make your obsessions community, culture, connection, and compassion, then I think that there's a way forward. You know, I don't know if that is right. It might be incorrect. It's what I've chosen my best to do, and I'm human, so I'm probably gonna mess it up a lot.
Head over to Josh Johnson's YouTube channel, which can be found at youtube.com/@JoshJohnsonComedy for more of his stand-up, his Instagram, which has the exact same handle, TikTok, and more short-form content, of course, while you still can, plus his website for tour updates. That URL is joshjohnsoncomedy.com. As we all know and saw, this was despicable by the president. While the press is rather mute on the subject,
he's calling female reporters piggy and stupid and dumb and insubordinate.
I don't understand how these people let that. I don't mean no harm. If he would have said, "Shut up, piggy" to me, I'd have been like, "You fat yourself, you stinking bastard." You wouldn't be able to talk to me like that. Who you calling piggy, you fat? Horse you walked in on. I mean, like, how are y'all not losing your like that? He called a woman piggy. If Obama did that, Biden did that, they
lose their mind. Look, I think
they would have dragged Obama out to the yard and executed him right there with some of the stuff that he does.
comedian Leslie Jones is anything but.
What's happening to our country is being poisoned poisoned, and your schools and your children are suffering greatly because they're going into the classrooms, they're taking the seats, and they don't even speak English. It's crazy. And we have our people that aren't going into a classroom. We have students that were there last year. They're not allowed into the school this year. They're not allowed. It's crazy.
Pure, unadulterated racism from the President of the United States of America.
How are we repeating the worst part of history?
Yeah.
Can you imagine Ronald Reagan saying that he's a Nazi?
No.
Can you imagine?
Or saying bad things about immigrants. Ronald Reagan is the last president of either party to do amnesty.
I'm just trying to figure out, like, because I feel like people, there's a group of people that's like, yeah, the government needs to be changed, and Trump knows how to handle business. And I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie. When he first said he was gonna run for president, I was like, oh, well, I mean, he's a good businessman. You know what I was thinking about? I was thinking about that movie where they got the regular guy. I forgot what the name of that movie.
Dave, I love that movie.
Well, I feel like you shouldn't be able to be a politician or a judge if you have that type of... Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand Republicans. I remember being in this church. It was a Republican church. And I remember this dude coming up to me because I had made a face at something that the pastor had said. And I was like, why would he say this in the pulpit? You're not supposed to say stuff like that. Like, the way that they use Jesus, I was like, Jesus would never talk to none of y'all. It's like crazy. And this guy came up to me and he was like, maybe you just don't understand what Republicans are. We earn our money and we feel like we should be able to keep our money. We shouldn't have to take care of anyone else. Everyone should be able to take care of themselves. He is saying this inside of a church. So I just remember saying, is Jesus a Republican? I was like, this is bad. This is really bad. Like, it's scary. We are repeating the worst part of history. We should have flying cars right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We should have breathable air. We should have all kinds of stuff going on. And it's scary how behind we are.
Not bad, but go further. Let me hear critiques on capitalism and billionaires, etc.
I can tell you that my beautiful wife, Isabel, would be the first to say that her life truly started when she began living her vocation as a wife and as a mother. I'm on this stage today and able to be the man I am because I have a wife who leans into her vocation. I'm beyond blessed with the many talents God has given me, but it cannot be overstated that all of my success is made possible because a girl I met in band class back in middle school would convert to the faith, become my wife, and embrace one of the most important titles of all, homemaker.
The disgusting misogyny from the right.
You know, it's so interesting because I lived in Manhattan for a while and I loved this city. I'm going to come at this from a female voter because a high percentage of his voters were female. I think there's a tendency, especially when you live in a city like Manhattan, where, again, you are so career-driven and you almost look to the government as a form of replacement for certain things.
And just how much they hate women when someone like this owes everything she has to feminism is truly a sight to behold.
I feel like it's repeating. You know, when you don't learn your lesson, the lesson comes back again. So we didn't solve this the first time. Racism is a big thing. You know, we haven't solved that. We haven't solved misogynistic stuff. Like some of the stuff I hear men say, I said, do you not ever want to have sex with a woman again? Because who is listening to you and still being with you?
Do you think that if someone is with you and you have a daughter, do you want someone to talk to her like that?
Girl, when I did Ghostbusters, I could not believe some of the stuff, because it's very stupid for a man to tell us, oh, women can't be Ghostbusters, and then have your daughter's picture on your profile. So if your daughter came up to you and said, I want to be a Ghostbuster, you would tell her to her face that she couldn't be a Ghostbuster because she's a girl? My dad never said that stuff to me. My dad was like, you can be whatever you want as long as you work hard and learn how to do what it is you want to do. Don't let nobody tell you because you're a woman or because you're black, you can't do it. He would tell me that every day. I don't understand parents that don't tell their children that. I don't understand that. And how are you raising your daughter? How are you raising your daughter? You raising your...
Or your son.
Especially when people use religion. So it's very obvious that you don't want us to make our own money because you want us to be trapped at home. Because he thinks women are stupid enough to go, oh, I'm going to just be trapped at home and have babies. What's wrong with you? The men that are like, oh, well, if you were a good girl and just stayed home, did your mama stay home? Because my mama didn't stay home. My mama had 2 jobs.
But then what makes women go along with that?
Girl, I don't know many women that do, but I do know women that, and this is my thing, there are women that go for that. Go for them. Go get them.
Yeah.
But you don't want them, you want us. You know why?
Right.
Because we're valuable. You know, I can make my own money. I can think.
And we threaten that way.
Oh my God, we threaten it like because you can't control someone who has critical thinking.
Jones is absolutely right on all fronts. In the comedy scene,
does a trans person existing affect you in any way?
When they're shoving it down our throats, yes, it does.
How are they shoving it down your throats?
Trans Day of Visibility, for example, on a high holy day.
That would just happen to be on March 30th. It's that day every single year. It wasn't specifically because it was Easter. That's just the day it always is.
I stand by what I said.
And Donald Trump was saying a Christian. He wants to have a Christian Visibility Day. Would you like that?
Sure.
Christian Visibility Day. Do you think there should be like a national holiday just for Christians?
Why not?
It's got to be a welcome change for the country?
Absolutely.
What would be a good day for that?
Never really thought about that.
Maybe like December 25th?
While the good liars check many in the streets of America.
That's why I'm not understanding. People know what Trump is. Why are y'all not calling that out? Like, and then too, the people that are jumping on the bandwagon, we're gonna remember you.
Yeah, like we can see you.
And listen, this has really affected even comedy. Like, there's a lot of clubs I don't do anymore because they have MAGA bookers now. And it's like, let me explain something to y'all. That is not gonna last. And we and the people that perform it, we're gonna remember you. Because when it changed back and you're calling us, I'm not coming to your club.
Leslie Jones gives the tea on Joe Rogan, Tony Hinchcliffe, and the effect of Donald Trump plus MAGA politics in their respective industry. Hey, I appreciate you watching. Now, if you can, please do become a channel member by going to youtube.com/TYT Sports and clicking the join button. If that's too much for you, you can just go to tyt.com/join to become a member. It helps all of us out here at the Young Turks and keeps our network afloat. In addition, you could follow me on my socials on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate the love. Have a great day.
It's rarer these days. Only 1% of people with HIV ever end up getting AIDS. 20% of those need our medicine. And again, you could take the cheaper thing if you want. It's the same.
So it's still expensive as your.
No, it's gotten generic. So there's generics now, to my chagrin. And
did you still own it?
It's a long story.
I want everyone to pay attention to what exactly is about to happen, because comedian Shane Gillis is going to dismantle Pharma Bro, Martin Shkreli, piece by piece on the Legion of Skanks podcast.
Wait, do you hear chagrin? Why don't you want people to get medicine?
I want people to get medicine. You're confused.
He's telling you. But he sounds like I'm confused, but you did go to jail, so I think me and the judge are on the same page.
Fantastic retort, but just wait, my friends, it gets better.
I think the people who end up being federal judges and federal prosecutors were the people who were hall monitors in high school.
Okay, look, this is an awful comeback. You're ripping people who chose to go to law school, pass the bar, and transition to putting the heavy hours into perfecting their craft to be a federal judge with a line emulating "but they rat people out." Whether we agree with some who are judges or not based on who they're appointed by or the decisions they make, this is a bogus take from, in my view, a con man. Here's Gillis's response.
Yeah, but the people who raise the price of AIDS medication are dorks, dude. That sucks.
Why is it when Gillis says a simple word like dorks and sucks, it just hits harder? You know, it's like Samuel L. Jackson saying MFer. It's bassy, it's brash, it's tough, and it sticks.
I don't think so. I mean, I know you don't want to get canceled again, but the I think,
could it not be more obvious that this piece of trash brought a knife to a gunfight? He's outwitted and showing how lame he really is in real time.
Well, look, I did not do any research, but from what
it's complicated.
I did not.
That's
But
the
it
problem,
sounds
right?
like what I heard was you bought AIDS medicine and raised the price by 5,000%.
That's all true.
That's fact.
Yeah.
Okay, so that sucks.
I'm going to say it. That dude is a man of the people at this point. Not a Burr level, but he is. Anybody that can agree on the bare minimums, such as healthcare, solid starting point for me. I'm glad he ripped Shkreli to his face because Martin represents the worst of us. And what is that? Capitalist greed that leads to human suffering.
Martin, your rebuttal?
If you had a comedy manager who said, "You're wonderful, your punchlines are fantastic, you work really hard, we're going to sell tickets for 33 cents, and it's going to be great. We're going to make a lot of money together."
This is, as Gillis will showcase, a very, very flawed argument.
Does going to the
makes
show
sense.
save people's
Shane,
lives?
I don't think it makes a difference.
And there's the ball game, everybody.
Hey guys, quick break in the action. I have a new show coming out called The Rick Strom Show. It is going to be awesome. I'm interviewing musicians, athletes, producers, writers, journalists, authors, sports doctors. Go check it out at youtube.com/@TheRickStrom Show. Also be sure to throw me a follow on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky. It can all be found in the description box below. Thank you.
I had a yarmulke in prison.
You had a yarmulke?
I took it out every now and then. I did a bit. Is that what you guys call it?
It's a sketch.
No,
It's called a sketch.
No, we call it being a huge.
When you try to be funny, I think it's called a bit. And so I had a bit, as you might call it. And I got the yarmulke out and I did a Bernie Sanders. So Bernie is from Brooklyn. I'm from Brooklyn. We went to the same elementary school, PS 197. Now he's like a little older than me, but
A little bit.
we I would do the
Thanks, my guy. Thanks, guy who came for me. I appreciate it.
I would do the Bernie and the
Decent Bernie.
I would do
Bernie's kind of an easy one, I think.
I would do. He's very easy.
And here's the difference between someone like Shkreli and someone like Gillis.
What a great businessman this guy. Really, truly disgusting what they did to him. The liberals, they said. Of course the liberals needed their AIDS pills. They needed their...
Let's also be frank, his Bernie impression sucked. And it's one of the simplest impressions to do. Upon reflection, though, the reason Martin Shkreli made the "judges are hall monitors" comment is because one judge ruled that he should pay $64 million for his actions. ABC News would write, the judge said Shkreli should pay the financial penalty equivalent to the profits from his scheme and receive a lifetime ban from participation in the pharmaceutical industry.
Hey, I appreciate you watching. Now, if you can, please do become a channel member by going to youtube.com/TYT Sports and clicking the join button. If that's too much for you, you can just go to tyt.com/join to become a member. It helps all of us out here at the Young Turks and keeps our network afloat. In addition, you could follow me on my socials on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate the love. Have a great day.